needs to be assessed, even if it's just to get your pain treated properly, because the analgesics not going to work. And if you've got a headache, the analgesics make it worse.
Indeed.
Mike, thanks very much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Professor Mike Farrell is Director of the National Drug and Alcohol Research Centre at the University of New South Wales. And you're listening to the Health Report here on RN, ABC News and CBC Radio across Canada. I'm Norman Swan. The government created the National Disability Insurance Scheme, the NDIS, because of the enormous gaps in services, their affordability and their appropriateness for the many people in Australia with a life-affecting disability. Now, disability comes in many forms. In some ways, it's easiest to define physical needs when, say, somebody's had a stroke or has cerebral palsy. But a large number of people who, in theory, qualify for NDIS support have a serious mental health issue. The NDIS calls it psychosocial disability. It's fair to say that at the design stage of the NDIS, there was a lot of resistance from government to mental health being part of the scheme. But it is, and there have been repeated allegations that there are significant gaps in what's being provided for people with mental health issues. These are reinforced in a report from the University of Sydney, which comes out tomorrow. It's called Mind the Gap. The lead author is Associate Professor Jennifer Smith-Mary of the Faculty of Health Sciences at the University of Sydney. And in our Perth studio is one of the stakeholders who was involved in this process, Kerry Hawkins, who's Vice President of PNG Mental Health Australia. Welcome to you both.
Thank you. Thank you.
Kerry, you've got some lived experience of this. What are we talking about in terms of the services that people with mental health issues or psychosocial disability are looking for or get? In theory.
Well, I think I was going to say, in theory, when we're talking about services, people with a lived experience of psychosocial disability, they don't get any. It's been a traditional black spot of funding and government focus for over 50 years in Australia, and probably a blind spot as well for the broader community. And so when I look back on our journey as a family of somebody with some psychosocial disability, we went to services for help and found absolutely nothing, and that's still the case today.